rotations.
Sure, like they can also get, because both of these teams don't have like stuns.
Yeah, with the Death Prophet ban, could be Puck on either one of these sides, because spirits are also very viable here. So if you take the Puck, you might have a advantageous game at least. But for EHOME, why I like the spirits more is because you have this Iron Shell on you. Imagine an Ember with Flame Guard with Iron Shell. They go with the Void Spirit, sure. It's the same idea pretty much.
Is there any reason not to get Puck now on RNG?
I think you just get Puck. Yep. Like you have a silence. Okay. This is also the hero that received a lot of buffs, like his Lightning and most importantly Nova AoE. It's like 500 range right now, so it's almost as your attack range, which is pretty insane. Before it was like 350 or whatever. You like before, not in the previous patch, but talking about like a couple of years ago. So the hero feels very strong, mixed damage, also a bit more tower damage.
Stronger, like the Juggernaut here versus Flyby should do fine, and I'm gonna predict with EHOME instantly first because I want to see Game 3, and I believe in the draft that they've got. I think that Puck was a better option for RNG as the last pick too.
I like Leshrac, the Dispel mechanic on Void Spirit's shield against the Darkseer in the laning stage. Like he should secure Spectre's farm, and yeah, once again, Felix on Visage is going to cause some issues.
So we're going with RNG.
RNG. I feel like Leshrac he's going to get rotated on. He gave this Earth Spirit something to do, because otherwise, like, Earth Spirit didn't really have anyone to rotate on. Wouldn't have been able to kill Spectre too easily, and Visage didn't really have any way to penetrate the Gravekeeper's Cloak early on. So I'm going to go EHOME again for game number 2. Hopefully QQQ has reevaluated his decision-making, but it's definitely a much more reasonable draft from EHOME, and a much more even draft overall between the two teams. So it's enough of hearing what the panel has to say. I want to hear what our esteemed casters Black and B-Cop have to say. Black, they didn't ban Visage. How dare they?
I am going RNHOME.
What?
RNHOME?
ENG?
Sure, whatever you want to call it.
See you allowed to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I am myself. I can do whatever I want.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, if that's what you want.
B-Cop, take a stand. Don't be on the middle of the fence like this. This coward.
I'm not middle of the fence. I'm trying to see.
You're going EHOME?
Yeah, I'm just going EHOME.
Well, I'm going RNG.
Got the jug on my shoulder.
I'm going RNG because I'm a big fan of the Leshrac.
So you've decided you're going RNG.
Of course.
So you're waiting on me to decide.
But in case RNG loses,
okay,
I got my bases covered, you know.
That sounds
That's
like
how
cheating
it works.
with
100%.
extra steps.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability. All right, fine. We'll see. We'll let you decide after the game begins. We'll send it over to you guys.
Yeah,
Enjoy game number 2.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much.
After 20 minutes, I'll be like, okay, I think I'm choosing RNG.
20K net worth lead. Let me just pick the team that's got it.
No, but I do like Leshrac a lot. His early game could be very rough, but if he gets out of the early game okay, I think he can take over the game. And this Spectre should be able to have a pretty damn good game against this Darkseer Earth Spirit lane. It's pretty easy for Spectre. And then come mid-game, it should just be a walking food, really, for the Visage Birds, for the Spectre. I'm a little bit lost with the Enchantress, not like the biggest Ench fan anymore. It's decent against Darkseer, can dispel the Surge, Iron Shell and stuff. But yeah, I just feel like the hero itself is not super strong.
I get worried about RNG dealing with the reach that EHOME has. It's something that I like talking about in the last season, was just like how we saw a lot of teams go with reach. You've got level 6 Astral Step, you've got the rolling, you have Surge to close the gap.
Sure.
Like, I'm worried that with the reach that EHOME have, it won't be like last game where they can find pickoffs on 1 or 2 heroes at a time and actually be successful with them.
Definitely. It's just the team fighting should be pretty easy for RNG. Like you just drop an arena on like 2 or 3 heroes, Leshrac runs in, blows them up, Spectre takes care of the backline, so that the game plan itself is much easier to execute for RNG.
Right.
And EHOME really will have to outplay come mid-game. Like, as you said, they will have to find a good roll-in, a good vacuum. The Void Spirit needs to go into the back line, really cut that open wide. You know, you have to hit the AA blast. You don't have the easiest setup for it.
Yeah, the AA
So-
Blast is, we've got to see a lot of communication come for that. But I think if you hit the 8th Remnant, you're landing the Ice Blast, if that's where the communication is. We've seen teams be successful in using the roll and like lining it up with the roll attempt.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, this EHOME lineup is really potent, and they definitely have a just very good overall lineup. It's just much harder to execute, which is why I went for RNG, because EHOME in that first game did not really impress me with their execution, and also in the first season they kind of struggled with the same thing also. So
Interesting. God King just typing in ping. Might be lagging a little bit. Who knows?
mind games.
Yeah, or they make him think he's lagging, and they just don't have to worry about him CSing because they think he's lagging and can't get the CS.
Yeah, it's a lot of creeps on him. Like 2 waves. No, 3 waves.
Yeah, they really need to make sure that they can keep an eye on God King. That was one of the things that I thought they did okay with in the first game. They found God King out 2 or 3 times early on, but then that kind of faded away and fizzled out. He found a lot of space and got pretty farmed.
I mean, Spectre is one of those heroes that once you get the Blade Mail, actually farms, pretty damn fast. Something you don't really expect from a hero like Spectre.
Right.
But Dispersion plus Blade Mail really is like a flash farm mechanic for the Spectre hero. So once you get that, and he had that at a really good timing. They picked him off after Blade Mail, so they didn't really stop his early game too much. And again, Darkseer, Earth Spirit, they can't really pressure the Spectre hero too much.
So pretty quiet again early on, but it's only 2.5 minutes in. I think game 1 we were 8 minutes in or so, 9 minutes in before we saw really the big rotation start to come.
Yeah, but this game, the heroes on the RNG side aren't as tanky. So I'm sure that EHOME will want to make some plays happen early, especially with that Earth Spirit, one of the best heroes in doing that.
I'm interested to see Flyby's performance on this Mars compared to Chalice, because Chalice was doing the right things last game. They were just too far behind.
For sure, like he got really good arenas, really good spears in those arenas as well. But as you said, they were just lacking in damage. So not a whole lot he could have done differently.
Like, just to me, I don't know what I was expecting from Chalice. Like, what more could I have expected from him in that game? Roll in, they find the Visage. Felix, he might freeze over here, walks out of it. Blade Fury, not enough speed on it. He pops the salve, so he's getting a lot of health back, or enough health back to survive for now.
Another roll in 1.
Can he avoid the roll?
I mean, this is a lot of time bought either way.
They will get that kill.
Yeah. Fate gets it.
Thought for a second maybe he gets himself killed by the neutrals.
This is all good, but that also leaves Spectre to have complete free farm. That's a trade-off you have to take. And I spoke about countering Visage last game. Oh, Rune Bottle.
Oh, XM
Easy dodge. Well done by him.
gets the dodge, but that, well, what a, easy aggression.
Yeah.
A lot of damage.
I mean, at least he still got the rune, I believe. No, actually Super stole that rune, so he could not refill his bottle. But at the same time, Fate also taking the rune away from Leshrac. And Juggernaut, I like to pick up against Visage simply because you dispel the Grave Chill, and we spoke about a lot of damage instances here against that Gravekeeper Cloak later on into the game. Gonna be a much easier kill than last game. Another
Fury.
spin.
Right on top of Felix this time, but gets away from it. A little bit easier than the last.
Yep. Darkseer just cutting waves now, which is not that easy against an Ench. And he's also constantly throwing daggers with the Soaring, getting perched up now, but Super can't commit. He knows the Earth is there.
Yeah, tough. If he wasn't inside the trees like that, I would say he goes for it.
Potentially, yeah, but that could also be a pretty bad bait. Because, Earth Spirit, of course, one of the best combos with the Darkseer.
Right. And X-Nova falling to Felix here.
A lot of damage.
Don't want to give too much to this Visage. We've seen it once before. An early Solar Crest will certainly help this RNG side, especially if they want to keep the same game plan in terms of going for that earlier Roche. You know, having that earlier Roche, then going to the Shard, things can become problematic quickly. Super now getting chased down, and one more shot. Is it going to be the Ion Shell or Super, who, you know, just survives there? Chalice dropping 2 to God King, and Super, how is he getting out of this? Well done to stand in front there on Fade, and they're going to get it both. They play themselves.
Yeah, of course, very high movement speed here on the Enchantress. Managed to get away with like 5 health. Well played here by the Radiant team. Also good rotation from the Visage. Making sure to support, or rather save, the Enchantress. Yeah, I thought he was dead too. But I mean, even if he dies, they get the 2 kills. It's still very worth it for RNG. But now not getting the kill at all just feels very bad for EHOME. As I said it though, XM comes and cleans up the job. Little assassin.
It's good for XM. I think, honestly, also fine for the Enchantress. Not a lot of mana left. Dealt with that gank over bottom. Just die there. TP back. You'll be okay with that.
Yeah, we see 0 levels in Edict here on Leshrac, so there won't be any tower pressure coming out for quite a while.
You surprised by that?
I mean, I love Edict. Like, the main reason why I pick Lesh and like him is that Edict bot lane again. Spectre makes it out, the Remnant missed.
Oh, they're going to have a TP coming through from Felix. That means a lot more damage potentially. But, oh God, right on the Felix. He TP's into death. And with that God King, he's quite low. They throw down the wall, but that is nowhere near where they needed it to be.
Interesting wall position there. I thought they wanted to go for the Spectre, but I guess not.
I forced a lot of rotations, though. I think the only one who didn't come bottom was the Mars.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay, because Spectre TP'd back to base, so he can just take over the middle from the Lesh now. Going to Yule Scepter first on Lesh. Flyby going for the Blink.
So XM, see what he goes for after this Null Talisman. He's sitting level 7 right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's still a relatively slow game again.
Yeah, just 3-3 at the moment. We didn't really see that party over mid. I guess it took place in a different location, which was bottom. And again, they will find this Visage a lot different than game 1. They are really looking to shut down Visage. But I guess the question becomes, is shutting down the Visage enough to really mitigate what happened last time? Because you're still going to have Mars having an open time. And, I mean, God King hasn't died yet. So he's farming well.
Yeah, I feel like actually the start is very similar to the last game, where he only was like level 4.5. He got the Torm, gets to 6. Sylar, no spin. And they know it.
And they've got the Arena as well as the Spear. They'll come up with the Haunt. They'll get the kill on the Sylar. That's well done by God King. So you see that a lot with Spectres. You find someone low, you get the pick off, maybe even move to farming there. He's actually just going to walk back towards mid. That's a great opportunity there for him.
Yeah, there was like a super good recognition here by Flyby.
Oh, Silence. Super. Trying to heal through this, but the vacuum
chance.
back.
Shell damage too big.
And the Nature's Attendants can't attend to all the wounds quickly enough.
Yeah. Not the best friends of nature, possibly. Do you like nature?
That's nice. I like it.
Are you like, do you cherish nature? Like you see a flower, do you like, you're like, oh, that's so beautiful?
I'll take a picture. You know, a nice little nature picture. But I don't want to disturb nature too much. You know, just let it be.
More like the nature's prophet kind of nature guy, or more like the enchantress kind of guy?
I think they're both a nature person.
Sure, but they're different in their approach. Super again, it could be actually back bottom again.
And they're just going to go in with the roll. They've got the silence, and the ion shell damage is just too much.
He's kind of just feeding down here. Like he TP'd in, died, TP'd in again, died again. It's not the right place to be at.
Sylar getting chased here. One more shot. Diabolic Edict. He's going to chase through the tower. Might be able to get this kill and will.
Sylar going down twice as well.
That's 2 big back-to-back kills. I'm going to say Super died twice because of Ice Rock. Had the TP. Dies, gets the TP, dies again.
But if you use it every time again, do you actually get anything?
Yeah, but he wouldn't have had that opportunity to TP down there in the first place.
So you're saying Ice Rock killed him?
Yeah, I'm giving him the benefit.
Okay. Sure, I like that. Always stay positive.
I wouldn't have TP down there if I didn't have another TP. That's my new excuse.
Visage now level 6, birds up. Let's go. This AA. Never mind, just farming. Mars getting pulled in.
Aether Remnant roll through, has the arena, and that's the arena off before the geomagnetic grip. So
He
he's
missed that roll
fine.
on a pulled target. And he just runs away. I just run.
Oh.
He's going in further? No.
No, the Magnetize wore off. I think he thought he had some time.
Yeah, now Spectre will have that Blade Mail farm mechanic. So he's going to be very happy. And yeah, Sylar, he was at the top of the network for a very long time, but those 2 deaths really put him far down.
Still is a joke, though.
Yeah, but his Battlefield probably got delayed by at least 2 minutes with those deaths.
Right. And that could be the difference maker for sure.
Yeah. Like at this point, you know, I was looking at like a 14, 15-minute Battle Fury, which is still possible, but yeah, like if he dies one more time, like his game is really, really going to be rough. Because the matchup into the Spectre is not great.
Dire's top tower
Once he has Manta Cell up, they're going to the Spectre. They've been caught.
Yeah, they've got the Ice Blast as well as the wall. They're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink to get this kill.
Space created, he says.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
But for whom? Leshrak.
Potentially.
Nice team player.
Leshrak, you were talking about the buffs he received and how
Radiant's middle
it
tower
feels
is
like
under attack.
just the Kaya in general was like enough to really make him feel a lot stronger.
Radiant's
Yeah, I mean, Jules is also still very good on him. I mean, just overall the general
is under attack.
situation of the mid lane, you know, with all the runes early game. It's a very strong hero right now. We'll see if he does end up going into the Bloodstone, which most people do. Yeah, there's 5 heroes middle here for EHOME.
Man, they're just looking to grab a tower.
Yeah, no glyph.
Radiant's middle tower
They do have a haunt though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting roll. Silence. Ice Blast coming through. Great Arena. That is a spear that lands here onto the Earth Spirit of Fade. Chalice run down 2. 2 kills here already for the side of RNG. They're
No
getting the kill
spin
to
again.
flyby. And now they might be able to catch him once he's out of the Omni Slash. He bounces over to the creeps. That's actually beneficial for him because it gets him away from the side of RNG, but just not far enough away. They have a lot of damage coming in. The spin used once again, but I don't think he's getting out of this one. And Sylar eventually will, in fact, be run down. D-Stones gets the kill. 3 there for the side of RNG. It works out in their favor.
Yep, and you asked me at the beginning why I chose RNG. This is exactly why. They got an arena on 3-4 people. The Visage Bird stun everybody inside. Leshrak just runs in, deals a ton of AoE damage. And it's just really easy to execute for RNG here. Can see it here again. Good haunt, good arena. Leshrak on the sideline, dealing a ton of damage. And it just looks easy, right? Like they walk in, nothing fancy. Just getting out damage and out AoE.
When I chose RNG, I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah, I told you. Told you. Fade in trouble.
Not even 20-minute mark. Fade goes down to D-Stones, and you're starting to feel this Leshrak kind of pop off. Get into, the boots of travel. He'll have the Yule soon, and we can see with Kaya, it could become a big problem.
Oof.
Ice Blast off the mark. Wall even committed for this. They're going to Astral Step again. Flyby, I mean, he's getting chased. Nature's Attendants come in for a second to try and heal him up. They've got the Dissimulate and the finish.
Finally end up getting him.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of time.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah. Leshrak now, Yule's complete, or rather in 100 gold. And Spectre is also just free farming, closing into the Yasha now. Once that Manta Style is up, Roshan is a very easy possibility again. And that the Juggernaut is going to feel just so much weaker as well. Like bouncing between those Visage Birds, as well as the Spectre illusions. With the Haunt, you could get even more illusions out. Gonna be a tough Jug game. Battlefield, how's it looking? 200 gold away. Without those 3 deaths, you probably would have had it at like minute 12 or so.
Which is obviously just a big step in the right direction if he was able to get it that timing.
Yeah, I mean, he will still have it at a respectable time. It's just not what he was hoping for.
Yeah.
Visage going straight into the pipe.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up because Enchantress is the one going for the Solar Crest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. Also, the pipe recipe is 1,600 gold. It's a big investment. See if it pays off for them or not.
It's a different investment, too, based off last game.
It is. Like, Solar Crest is just, at least for me, I always thought it's a must-have item on this hero. Just because you farm faster, you do more damage. X-Nova?
They're going to go through here, look for Super. Pretty tanky, has the Nature's Attendance now, but still just level 1 on the Nature's Attendance. They don't get the kill on the Super. They're going to look over now at Chalice, who's stunned up again. And I mean, they get the kill on the Darkseer. They don't even finish Super. And that's a level 1 Nature's Attendance.
Han committed.
Yeah, they will find XM, but they don't land the stun. He's already used both of his jumps.
That's a huge blast on 3.
Yeah, that'll deter them, I think, enough. But they want to keep going, look for this Ancient Apparition. I say it's going to deter them, but they still get a +1. It's just X-Nova. Still, I guess it does save them at the end of the day.
It's good. Still 2-for-nothing trade. All heroes were there from the dire side as well, so nobody was really farming. And it could have been even 3 heroes if D-Stone managed to land that stun onto the Void Spirit. It's a pretty rough timing. Like, you gotta hit it almost perfectly because otherwise you'll just step away.
Frame perfect.
Yeah, of course, Void Spirit is the best step bro we have. Potentially a spear here. Yep, connects.
They find XM with the stun. He doesn't have an
Do they
extra
have
step
enough
to work
damage?
with. They've got the Familiars.
No.
There's the Dissimulate. XM away. It's close, but not enough just yet.
Yeah, he tried to do the thing where he stun, resummon, stun, but not lasting quite enough. Quite long enough.
Now if they kill those birds, they're on cooldown for a while.
Yeah, a good 2 minutes. And without those birds, Visage is nothing. What is it, Papa Bird without baby birds?
Not a father.
Exactly.
So he would just be a bird.
Yes.
He wouldn't be Papa Bird.
No Papa Bird for you. Lash straight into BKB. Okay, I like it. A lot of magic damage coming out here. And he can save himself from the Jug with that already built Yield Scepter. Or they see the Juggernaut under the ward. If they land a spear, he could die very easily. Sylar, does he smell it out? Does he sniff it out? Oh, that smells suspicious, yeah. Or does it?
Well, he moves back forward again, and they know he moved forward. They had that ward.
Yeah, they're waiting. Nah, they're not going to do it. They're afraid because the entire Diet team is missing.
And they just smoked up.
Yeah, they smoked up, but A was like, oops, I didn't de-ward before we smoked. And then he broke the smoke because, of course, they've been seen. Spot a rookie mistake.
Which is surprising for someone like X-Nova.
Yeah, like he's usually very aware of these kind of things, but, you know, maybe it was like a pressure situation. Gotta go fast, otherwise you waste too much time. And they might still get something out of this.
Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised, and if they do, EHOME got to be happy that they got something.
I mean, Visage has pipe, though. It's so damn tanky.
Top tower is
Yeah,
under
I don't think they
attack.
catch him. Which they won't. He'll continue to farm.
Wait,
Wonder what he goes for next.
Why does this hero already have the Stone Form ability, even though he doesn't have the Shard? Am I seeing something wrong here?
It's for the familiars.
Or you can use it on the main hero and the familiars use it?
Familiar.
Oh, they made Visage quite easy to play then, huh?
Let's see. Level 8 for X-Nova. Getting to level 9.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Lash just wants to finish his BKB.
And then
Both
he
teams
can fight
playing it
in.
very slow, yeah. Manta style soon on Spectra. Needs 100 gold for that. Then he is ready to fight. As I said, they smoke up though.
Can they catch XM this time? It's been tough for them.
Spectra is low health though, only half health, so they
They
will
see
have to
Super.
be careful here. Oh, yeah, there's a good ward there. About to run out as well.
That's what we're usually expecting from X-Nova as well. And Smoke's going to break, so now even more vision coming out for them, or more information coming out for them.
Yeah.
Familiars, Astro Step in the silence. Ice Blast being thrown, but they got the stun on an X-Nova. They'll use that arena to get themselves one.
One more step.
XM, dissimulate. He's out of the fight for now. May jump back in. Omni
the
Slash
Omni did
bouncing around,
nothing.
and it really didn't do anything. They've got the Magnetize as well as the wall down. Silence on a 3 of these heroes. And this is becoming a problem. XM's Ags has really felt strong. They've got the Blade Fury run on top of Felix, but it's not going to be enough damage once again. They'll hit the Yules. They'll look for the stun. The
Sylar
spear
got
lands
baited.
onto XM. Sylar's in trouble. So is XM. Felix getting low. One more shot will get the kill onto the Visage, but they lose the Jug. Fade rolls right into D-Stones. They'll finish off a second. These heroes need to try and TP out. Oh, just in time. Chalice is dead, but XM, by the skin of his teeth, just escapes.
Like that stun tickle his, like, I'm not gonna say the word, but it tickled him right where it hurts.
Yeah.
And yeah, another massive team fight here. Sylar overextending, trying to kill that Visage, which is so tanky. With that pipe, you see it here again. They try to all in on the Visage, but the Ice Blast misses because the Remnant missed. Rough initiation after that. They just don't have enough damage through the attendance, through the pipe, and just the natural tankiness of the Radiant heroes.
Sylar just, the Omni doing nothing feels
I mean,
bad.
you can
and
see
then
he's
in
just
too
going
deep.
crazy on this Visage. He wants to kill him. And he just gets blown up after the Blade Fury.
And that spear from Flyby.
Yeah, like just really good spell usage overall here from RNG. Well done. Once more.
Okay. Oh, God, that stun was so close. But Chalice, it's a good vacuum.
X-Nova
It's just nothing
again.
more.
Caught out by Arena Spear. Gone.
Easy kill on the Ancient Apparition, now dead for the 4th time.
Yep, and now it's
starting to
200
pull
gold
away.
away from the BKB. Yep. Once BKB is up on Lash, sure you have to Omni Slash to try and kill him, but that wasn't really effective last fight. Through all these illusions and Visage Birds and everything.
Is under attack.
Almost has a St. Joshua completed though. So his item progression is still there, on par with the Spectre.
XM. Spear roll in from Fate with the Geomagnetic Grip. They've got D-Stones in the wall. The silence
BKB
spills
yet.
up into the air. Can he survive this? No, he can't.
Oh,
3
he's-
heroes, and they will get the kill on to D-Stones.
Yeah.
The Chalice gets credit for that.
BKB was in the stash. Really loved to have. He would have loved to have that there. Obviously wouldn't have died if he did. An instant smoke up.
Super.
So with us.
Are the Nature's Attendants enough still?
Level 1 again.
Probably not.
I can't believe it's actually that tank with only level 1 attendance.
Yeah, and the Untouchable.
Yeah, very interesting. Visage top also by himself.
Is under attack.
They're playing very split here on the Radiant side.
Under attack.
Have to make sure they don't get punished more for it. Wait, where are the Visage Birds? Okay, they're there. I thought he lost them. He might lose them now. They're on cooldown for
they
90 seconds.
both just stunned.
Oh, Lash is tipping
Oh,
on.
wow, okay, I like that combo.
He's like, oh no!
Are you gonna stand here? I'm gonna make you pay for it, or make you uncomfortable enough to the point where you walk away. They've got the Yules, they'll land the spear. They should get the kill on X-Nova. Another easy one.
Gone. Yeah, making it look insanely easy. Man, they were about to kill those birds, but Lash was like, nah, I got you, bro.
I got you. You're cool down. I know. Help out my support. I'll show TP.
Yeah.
But then he commits, and they get the kill into the Ancient Apparition anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah, Papa Bird did not want to help, so Papa Deer helps instead.
Deer? Is he a deer?
I don't know.
Dire's top tower is under
Is he?
attack.
I know in Chinese he's called Old Deer.
Is he?
Yeah, well, so I don't know if he's a deer in Dota 2 though. In Dota 1 he was.
What's a unicorn with 2 horns?
Radiant's
deer.
bottom tower.
I guess. Not as magical.
You don't need to be magical. Everybody's built differently.
I'm just saying, unicorns are usually pretty magical.
Rainbowy.
Yeah. I have like a rainbow trail following them, and they can fly sometimes. But that's normally a Pegasus.
Maybe D-Stone can fly. We don't know. Never met him in real life.
No, neither have I. He's going into the Kaya now.
Yeah.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Finally. Pretty late, but he needed that BKB. He needed that Yules. Travels, of course, one of the best items on him as well. And now Sylar back to top 1 net worth. But he couldn't really do much with his net worth in the past couple fights.
Yeah, I mean, that Omni Slash, once it's gone, that is not a good feeling.
Yeah,
if
he
it's
needs
done
to hit a
nothing.
better Omni for sure. Like maybe on like an isolated Spectre or Or Lesh, who's yours is on cooldown, something like that.
They need to get on Spectre soon, though, because Spectre's getting close to the Scotty. This would be a big pickoff if they could get it, but Felix, he's in the right spot. They've got the roll as well as the Ice Blast coming in. And now the arena's down. Quick kill on a God
Buyback,
King
though.
who will buy back. So a buyback into the fight. And, oh, no,
Side of
he's
those
cliffed. God King's cliffed. He's stuck.
It's okay, the Spectre got a
Yeah, but
dagger.
you know, that's a lot of time out of the fight. And they're going to get the kill on the D-Stones as well as Super. He's not allowed to be involved. He might just die a second time. I mean, that was just wrong positioning there for God King. Sylar moving forward. The roll doesn't land. That puts him right into the face of a God's Rebuke. And now they look over at XM. Can they get the kill onto the Void Spirit?
He's
These
so
familiars.
tanky in the Visage.
Yeah, not only is he tanky, but he's got some decent lockdown. They do have a Blink Dagger. They could jump forward, avoiding the Aether Remnant. God King moving forward with the Spectral Dagger. Spear that hits on the Ancient Apparition. He does get a kill. I thought for a second he wanted to go on an
He's
XM.
so slow, 100 movement speed.
He can't move away from this at all, and after all is said and done, I know they bought back on God King, but this might end up being worth it. If they can get this kill on XM, flyby, Blade Fury coming out, vacuum back, and that is a decent vacuum for them to get the kill on a flyby. And look over at Felix. The familiars will throw out this stun onto 2, then 3. But is the question, I guess the question becomes, can Felix still get away? And they've
Lash
got
up
the
at
Aether
5.
Remnant, they've got the Silence, Blade Fury. God, this Visage is
Lash
so
the ping in.
tanky, and now they've got the Shrek back. XM,
He's
he's gonna
stuck.
die. He's gonna die. I can't believe it.
Yeah, both
They
teams
can't kill
overcommitting
Visage.
massively. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
Visage is-
that, I mean, gee, back and forth, they're overcommitting the entire time. This fight went on for 2 minutes.
It did. I mean, Visage has the apple, sitting at 1800 health with the pipe, with the passive. Now easy Roche. With those Mantis, I don't know. Is it
Ice
easy
Blast,
Roche?
roll in, back
Whoa.
with the wall. All right, Chalice. With Roche gonna die and snatched by God King. I can't believe it. And they're gonna pop the Aegis immediately. This is a circus.
At least they got the Aegis. I mean, the Roshan kill on Dire. But as you said, it's pretty circusy.
Oh my God. That was a beautiful vacuum wall combo.
Yeah. We said Ice Blast is hard to hit, but if they're all hitting Roshan, not that hard, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. God, he used the Aegis already, too, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, he
'cause-
died instantly, and that was a
Oh
massive
my God,
combo.
the Ice Blast on everybody.
If they did not have that pipe, this would have looked a lot worse. Like, Lash would have died, Spectre might have died before picking up the Aegis.
Jeez.
Good news, though, EHOME got the Roche kill, so at least they got the gold experience from it.
Yeah.
Well,
and they got
good
a couple
news
of kills
for
on
EHOME.
top of that.
Yeah, and now the game back to completely even.
Wow.
This Visage doesn't feel like a support, just saying. Like,
No, he doesn't.
He feels like an off lane with like 5 slots or something.
He's going for the Greaves again. So
Yeah.
just sustainability this
Pipe
time.
Greaves on this hero is
And Shard.
kind of redonkulous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super. Crest finished. Falcon Blade finished. Going into the Lotus Orb. Which of course is one of the best items against Juggernaut. You can ever reflect that Omni Slash. It's a huge problem for the Juggernaut, obviously. It's going straight into a Butterfly. I like that. No real way of piercing evasion on the Radiant. I mean, Desolate goes through it, but that's pretty much the only thing.
Could be negligible to the point where Butterfly feels fine. There's a Scotty, though.
Uh-oh. Now Spectre back to 3.5k health territory. But AA is really one of those tank breakers. Like, you hit that blast, a tanky hero really doesn't feel all that tanky anymore. And the Ice Vortex, of course, also 30% increased magic damage. They do have ways to kill a Spectre in this game.
Ags and Shard for Void Spirit. Okay.
Man, level 17 already on his Visage. Actually transitioning into becoming a core.
Yeah, like an off-lane utility, like you said.
Yeah.
But we'll see if that's enough.
Leshak with a Cloak of Flames, not lore friendly.
How so?
I don't know, this doesn't strike me as a fire dude. Like, he's a forest guy, but he's wearing a fire cloak. That sounds kind of counterproductive.
Yeah.
You don't want to be causing any forest fires here.
You know, there's a bird that does that on purpose.
Is it a Shrug bird?
No, it's an actual bird.
I don't know much about birds. Just about papa birds.
Yeah, it's a papa bird trying to feed its family. I think it originates in Australia. And,
Of course, where
yeah,
else?
of course.
Yeah.
And so Australia has like those natural forest fires that happen, and this bird hunts during those fires when animals are fleeing.
Oh, he's like wrecks them while they're scared.
Yeah, but the
panicked.
kicker is that bird, then when the fire goes out, he picks up a smoldering like branch, throws it on the new trees that these animals are hiding in, and burns that part of the forest down as well, and forces them to flee.
And that sounds
It's
really
crazy.
savage, actually. Yeah.
It is. It's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a video game. Like I did not think birds would do that.
This bird has evolved into just being a massive killer.
Will the Mars be a massive killer with a smoke up?
Should be.
XM. Good silence.
Geomagnetic grip. That's going to silence him up. They've got the magnetized down, but BKB's been popped by Flyby. He'll run. Ice Blast coming in on a super, and that will land.
Visage got caught.
Ooh, there's the roll. Visage is hard to kill. Is it going to be quick enough? Can they get the kill quick enough? And it just doesn't look like they can. They're still chasing, and it just goes into stone.
He should be dead.
He's going to be dead, but there's space. Familiars?
Oh, he summoned the birds. They're both dead.
No. Felix.
All right, that hurts.
That was greedy.
Yeah, that hurts. Like, the Visage, even after respawn, not going to be a hero. Haunt also expanded? How are they going to defend this high ground? Are they just going to give it up? Perhaps. I think they have to.
Well, they're pushing top.
Yeah, but there's just nowhere near fast enough to really push
Oh, the jump.
tower here or anything.
Great jump. Can they follow this up? Yeah, but if it's just a tier 3 for a tier 3, then I think you're okay with that.
Oh, Spectre peeking into the front lines. Arena.
But they're not trading. They've got the arena. There's the vacuum into the wall. They'll get the Kona Super. They'll take out the Enchantress. They'll look over at T-Stones with BKB popped. God King gets caught by the Aether Remnant. Flyby's also dead, and they will get the kill on the God King. EHOME, they clean house, and I don't know if RNG are going to call it, but I guess it depends. EHOME, they'll try to go for tier 4s.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
They'll call GG. They'll even it up at 1.
Yeah, this time.
Just one bad fight.
Yeah, there's A posing too many problems. There have been so many good vacuum plays this game.
Yeah.
Like vacuum Earth Spirit combinations this game were spot on.
Or even the Ice Blast too, like they just had the communication, they had it ready.
Yep.
That was really well
EHOME
done.
looking way better than in game 1.
Yeah.
Admittedly, game 1 was kind of an outdraft. Like they couldn't really show how to play Dota because they just weren't allowed to play Dota. This game, they look very crisp. Good draft. Adjusted their draft nicely. Picked a lot of dot damage against that Visage Cloak. Yeah, well played, well executed, well drafted.
Yeah, well, it looked really good, and you know, you come off a game 1 like that, maybe you don't have the, or people watching don't exactly have hope in the team, but they get it done.
Get the job done, yeah. Game 3, see if they can take it.
Yeah, so game 3 coming up next, but we're going to throw it over to the panel first, break it down, back over to you guys.
I was one of those people.